Okay, back again. Took the little munchkins out. Nice and brisk out there this morning. It's in the 45 now. Got up this morning, was in the 30s, and I said, well, we're going to wait a little while. So let's try one more of these spirit reads. Now, these were definitely gave us a different area of reading than we've had. So let's try one more and just see what we get. Okay. Plant medicine, truth. Plant medicine, truth. You know, as I was out there walking, and it just hit me that really being out here in nature is a good medicine for me. Truth. Okay. Out there in the morning, walking the dogs, out there in the sunshine, and nippy though it may be out there, you know, it really does help one. The ancient ones. Okay, the ancient ones. Okay, ancient ones. Plant medicine, truth. Well, there's a lot of information and wisdom we can get from the elders. Oh, Missy Mamie, you want to get through there? You want to get through there and get back over where you sit? Here, let me move this for you. Move this. Okay. No, you don't want to go? Okay. First she was looking like she wanted to go back over there, but now, no. Oop. Okay. So let's get our other, see what we get. Let's see what we get with this. Plant medicine, the ancient ones. For wisdom, hard-won wisdom. Energy, how to use the energy, how to use the information. And above it, the hidden things again. Okay, so this is speaking to me of elders and medicine men, medicine women, medicine men. There are a lot more medicine men than there are medicine women, but we do have medicine women as well. Now, when I was going through Kundalini, and it was really crazy, I did have a Navajo friend, and all of her family members, the men in all of her family, were medicine men. And, you know, I was under the illusion that they were all had the same knowledge. Well, they don't. You know, each one has a separate area. Like one was a seer, a visionary. Another one was doing the plant medicine, okay, working more in healing modes in that way. They have people that are hand tremblers. They call them hand tremblers, okay, where they can diagnose an illness and work on it energetically, okay. So when I was going through it, you know, I was telling her, yeah, I can do healing work and things. And she's just kind of like, yeah, sure you can. You know? So we went, and I had some ceremonies done for me up in the Navajo Nation. And her uncle told her, yeah, oh yeah, she can do it. She can. She has this energetic thing. Sometimes they call it the lightning sickness because, you know, you're going through that. It's like lightning through your body. The Kundalini can be like lightning through the body, and he helped to bring it into balance at that time. Now, I had to walk around with greased up with sheep fat and for 3 days. Oh my goodness. And when you do the ceremonies, you have to smoke the knick, okay? And I mean, it's tobacco, but it's like, whoa. I mean, it's that's some powerful stuff. That people pass out from it. I mean, that it's really is really strong. So you have to smoke the knick, peace pipe. You have to smoke, and you do the ceremonies and stuff. And it did help to ground and balance the energy when I was going through that. But again, this is part of the path of wisdom, whether they are one doing plant medicine or you're just going towards truth, okay? The ancient ones or those that have gone before can help to give you a map. And that's why we become teachers, those of us that have gone through the journey already and completed it. We have hard-won knowledge. We have the way of energy, how to use it to uncover the path, truth, okay? So that's why one depends on the ancient ones, the ones that have gone before, that know the path forward. Now, whether one is seeking, again, medicine, energetic healing, or the path to truth, okay? Seek out one that has already done the path, completed it, and knows the area, knows the way forward, okay, that can give it. And truth can be hard truth. It's not always, people, I know I get people, especially this channel, that when you have to give a hard truth, then they go, you should be more this, you should be more that, you should, well, no. The path to truth is not always easy, and people want it always to be fluffy, and they've got this really mistaken notion that teachers all have to just, fluff their little egos up along the way. Okay? I don't want to hear anything hard. I don't want anything to be difficult. You have to make it easy for me. Well, the spiritual path is not an easy path. The path to truth is not an easy path. And you could be standing in truth and you can get a lot of slings and arrows thrown your way, and you still have to stand. You are that light. You continue to be a light wherever you are and give what knowledge you can give out. Okay? So again, if you want to become one of the ancient ones, okay, now I was just looking at this picture, very interesting. Very interesting. Very shamanic look here. Yeah, then you have to walk the journey, okay? If you want that knowledge, you have to go within. You have to be a vision seeker, those that get the knowledge seek the vision, okay? And sometimes it takes sacrifice, such as you see in Native American tradition, they have the sun ceremony, okay? And in that absolute pain, they skewer the flesh. They skewer the flesh with a bone and put these rawhide things, and they're with the sun pole, and they're, pulling until these things pull free. So that's very painful. Okay, they do it as a sacrifice. The sun ceremony, they do it as a sacrifice, and to sometimes gain vision. Now that extreme pain and things can put them in an altered state of vision. Okay, tough way to get it. Okay, tough way to get it. But if one is willing, and it tells the need of sacrifice along the way. And it can be painful, okay? So whether one is going through it mentally, okay, through those layers, or they're doing a physical, okay, Uh, the fact is, one seeks wisdom, one seeks enlightenment, one seeks to go beyond this physical world to discover the divine is, to discover knowledge, to discover wisdom. Okay? You don't get wisdom until you have the correct knowledge, until you've gone, you can't just cling to something. And somebody, some people will hear something, or they'll, get some type of an idea, but they haven't gone the whole of the journey yet. And so they get some erroneous ideas. But you've got to break through the erroneous things to get to wisdom, knowledge that makes sense, not just facts and figures. One has to actually have the experiential knowledge. And then wisdom comes out of that experiential knowledge that has stood the test of time. Then one gets wisdom, how to use it effectively. Okay? So the path forward, check with ancient ones that have already walked the journey. Be willing to sacrifice what is needed along the way. Like I said, in my own journey, I've lost everything I've owned a number of times, gave up everything I owned to go forward. Okay? And some of the things, like when I went into the esoteric Christian order, I had to give up everything I owned to the order, which I did. I was there a very short time, but it was, the most instrumental thing in my journey, one of the most instrumental things in my journey. So you don't begrudge what you give up along the way, because what you get back from the universe is so much more important than what you give up. Okay? What you give up are transitory things. What you gain is eternal. Okay? So don't be afraid to walk the journey. Seek out a teacher, but make sure that when you get a teacher, you look and make sure that what they're giving on the screen, that they're doing the same thing behind the scenes, that it's not just a fake mask and a show that they're putting on. Okay? Make sure that they're actually grounded. Okay? That they have the knowledge, that they're grounded, that they're giving it out, and they're not charging you hundreds of thousands, all this money and stuff, and wanting name and fame and fortune. Okay? Make sure that it's somebody that's grounded, that's walked the journey, and is giving from the heart of wanting to, again, aid others, wanting to be able to try to open the doors so that others can walk the journey. Walk the journey to the divine is. Now, maybe you're not totally ready for the divine is yet, because to go there, one has to go through that death before death. Okay? That resurrection. Even the Bible talks about it. You have to be born again. You have to be born of water, which is physical birth, and spirit, which is, again, having that death before death, going into spirit, leaving the physicality behind for that moment, okay, and joining into that which is prior to the physical realm, okay. So that's the journey. Even the Bible talks, but people don't understand the baptism and what the representation, full representation of it is, to be born of spirit. Okay. So, there's a little more depth there than what a lot of people assume it to be. Okay. Going into a new birth, because when one goes through that death before death, and also it says, no one sees the face of the Father and lives. Okay? No one sees the face of the Father and lives. Yeah, you die to what you were before. Okay, that's ended. That illusion, that storyline that one has traveled ends immediately. All of the belief systems that you had were false. They're blown out. Nirvana, nibbana, being blown out. Those things are blown out. They're gone. And one wakes up to a whole new existence in a way. Everything changes and nothing has changed. And nothing has changed. You come out of that and you open your eyes and you're back in the physical world, but your whole consciousness has changed. Your whole perception, your whole reality has changed. Even though you're back in the same physical world, the way you interact with things has made a radical shift. You'll never see things in the same way again. It's like Buddha says, you've awakened. You've come out of the dream state. Okay? You come out of the nightmare to reality. Okay? And then one enjoys it for what it is. Okay? Because all of the past traumas, ills, drama are gone immediately. You see where they came from, that they came from an erroneous holding of mind, an erroneous holding of the physicality as all there was. Okay. This erroneous holding is now melted. I say it's melted like, you have dew on the grass in the morning. You have a little snowflake, that sun comes out and it's melted, it's gone. Okay. It's like the salt going into the ocean. A big salt figure, as it goes into the ocean, what happens? It just disintegrates, becomes part of the ocean. So that's what happens when this ideology of the personification, trapped in a physical form, okay, is ended. One leaves that behind and becomes spirit. People are going to still see physical form. They're still going to interact with you in that way, but the consciousness, your consciousness, has done a radical shift. Okay. So, on that note, we're going to leave this here. Doesn't mean you come back and you enjoy the vehicle for what it is, because it limits things into more of a five senses. So you enjoy the five senses. You enjoy it for what it is. Okay, relative to this plane of existence. But this is not the only plane of existence. We have so much more to explore and be. Okay, when you leave the physicality of form, there is bliss, there is joy, there is freedom. Okay, total health. Okay, so again, enjoy the journey, what you have here. This is not to negate what is here, but enjoy it for what it is. So much love and light, and we'll see you online.